So, Boyd Holbrook rumored to play Two Face in the Batman 2. So, this was going all over X. I think yesterday. That was kind of I think that's when I posted it. Um, did I say Brian or Boyd? I said
Boyd.
Boyd, right? Yeah, Boyd Holbrook. Have you guys heard of Boyd Holbrook?
Yeah, he was in the latest Indiana Jones.
Mm-hmm. How did you like his acting in that?
I mean, he was forgettable. He was more noticeable in Logan, if I remember correctly, because he was actually one of the main lackeys that was going after Logan, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. I remember him from Narcos. I remember he was in Narcos when I watched it. He was in Predator 2. And then I freaking wasted my life and watched Sandman. He was in that too.
That was a waste of time.
Yeah, the Sandman.
People were like acting like it was so good. It really was not.
It was kind of mid. I ain't gonna lie, it was kind of mid. So I think Boyd would be a good role, and I see the vision. But the real question that I want to ask you guys is, what role do you guys see Two-Face playing in the Batman 2 plot? Do you think they're going to go with the origin story of Harvey Dent, or do you think we're going to go right into the film where Harvey Dent is already Two-Face and he's a villain similar to I think it's not Batman Forever, right? Is it Batman Forever or Batman and Robin?
It was Batman Forever that he was in.
Yeah. Or by the way, great Batman film. Or is it similar to Slav? We're here, baby. We're here. Or man, I love that movie. Or is it similar to Batman Forever, where we have a Batman with already established bad guys?
I'm kind of torn on the Two-Face thing because I don't want this. Now that you're gonna have Joker and you're gonna have Two-Face, it's gonna be it sounds like a little close to the Dark Knight. And while obviously I love that movie, I'd like to see something newer and fresh. And if you're going to have Harvey Dent Two-Face in the movie, I actually think they might be better off to just have him as Harvey Dent and maybe have him become Two-Face at like the end of the movie, but you don't really see him as Two-Face until the third movie. But the other thing is like Two-Face is not a big bad. He's just not. So I also don't like the idea of like having the origin at the very end of the movie to hype him up as the villain in the third movie when he shouldn't be the big bad getting that kind of hype anyway.
So is there even a script yet? I mean, how are they going to cast somebody if there's no script? But
it isn't done yet.
Yeah, if so, I can't. I don't imagine that they actually cast anybody. But if they're looking for somebody like him for a Harvey Dent, and if Harvey Dent's going to be in it, what I remember from the Batman, could they will we get a Two-Face? Maybe it'll just be Harvey Dent. Maybe he will just be Harvey Dent in this movie, and we don't see Two-Face at all. Maybe it'll be something that happens at the end of the movie and setting up that we see a Two-Face later on, if we get more. Again, we don't know what we're going to get with this universe. We don't know if we're going to get more than the Batman 2. I think a lot really hinges on what's going on with James Gunn and the DCU, because that's number one for Warner Brothers and DC Studios is the DCU. I think if they can push aside and get rid of this whole Batman franchise and get rid of it and save some money and not spend money on it, I think they'd rather do that. So, I mean, could we see a Two-Face in this movie? Sure. But I honestly, look, I wasn't a fan of the first Batman. This is the first Batman movie that I fell asleep in the theater watching it. Like I was bored out of my mind with this movie. And I don't know.
Don't
The
change
great-
those movie debates now.
So you fell asleep. You fell asleep during the greatest Batman movie of all time. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. By the way, it's not the Batman, Jerry. It's not the Batman. You're going to be surprised, bro. I'm telling you. You're going to be shocked.
I know the Batman's not the greatest Batman movie of all time. It's
That's
the Dark
not
Knight.
what I was saying, bro. That's
No, it's Batman and Robin.
Obviously
duh.
what you meant. He
not what I
loves
was
Batman
saying.
Forever. He loves it.
Oh, that's my movie, dude. Bro, Batman Forever is my
But-
jam.